December is finally here, and holiday seasons is finally here too. This is a time we are having carnivals, musical festivals, beach parties, Christmas holidays, Valentine's days, and unfortunately, scammers comes alive too.
Is Valentine's Day and love is in the air.
But this is prime time for romance scams.
Yeah, WRTV Investigates Kara Kenny spoke with a reformed con artist about how he scammed women.
To make them fall in love with me is just kind of simple.
Chris Maxwell is a former romance scammer who spoke with us from his home in Nigeria. Our connection was not the best, but we got some information you need to hear. First of all, how he met his victims.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All I need to do is just create a fake profile. I text them, they respond to me.
Maxwell says he talked to American women for hours on the phone.
I take my time to talk to them, and it makes it easy for them to fall in love with me.
He used this Nigerian manual on how to lure women in.
It's a format. It's a step-by-step instruction on how you can start a conversation with someone you're meeting online for the first time.
The manual encourages scammers to go after women over 40. They are working, hence they have the money you need. It also encourages scammers to make the conversation all about her. Con artists are told, research your target, including hobbies and pets. The manual also includes this list of 60 compliments you can use, like, you light up my life like nobody else, and you look beautiful even when you don't try. And the guide says, don't ask for money outright. Instead, it gives you examples of sob stories you can tell to get that cash.
How much money did you make scamming people?
About 30,000. I need to survive, I was fighting for my life.
Did you ever feel bad?
Yeah.
Chris felt bad enough he quit scamming and now works for Social Catfish, a company dedicated to preventing online scams through reverse search technology.
Our plan was to get married.
Pat Brycruz of Westfield wasn't scammed by Chris Maxwell, but lost nearly $100,000 in a romance scam.
We started talking as friends. How are you? What are you doing? What'd you do today? Just conversation, okay? And then it grew. He says, I really care about you. And then that grew into love.
Romance scams are big business for criminals. Nationwide, they cost Americans nearly $1 billion in 2021.
Because it is very common nowadays, people meet each other online, but the difference is they actually meet in person or talk to you face-to-face virtually. So if you get a situation where the person doesn't even want to get on the phone with you, or they come up with an excuse left and right, or they can't video chat with you, that's going to be a huge red flag.
We shared the Nigerian manual with Jennifer Adamani at the Better Business Bureau. What does that say to you?
So we're people, and in human nature, you want acceptance and you want love.
If your match asks you for money, that's also a red flag.
They build you up, make you feel loved and wonderful, and then they say, well, it was me. Can you help me out with some money? And it's by the book, apparently, and there's a manual for that.
If you're meeting someone for the first time online, you have to take some precautions, so you won't be scammed.
Chris Maxwell came clean with one of his victims and is now sharing tactics to help others avoid getting duped. Just remember, anyone can create a fake profile on social media to make you fall in love.
December is finally here, and I'm sure most of us have been waiting for this month, and not just December. Come January, come February, where it is the most celebrating month because you've got the Christmas, you've got Boxing Day, you've got New Year's Eve, you've got New Year's Day, and then you've got Valentine that is in February. So all the festivals are just in line. And I'm sure most of us have already been prepared. Some are traveling overseas, maybe going to Africa, the Caribbean, or even going to Asia, wherever they feel life will be comfortable when they are spending their holidays. Some would be like to be in the beach area. So a lot of us, so if you are part of those group who are planning to travel, go abroad, to spend this holiday festival, then this video is for you. So listen and listen carefully to the end of this video. It might save you financially as well as having a broken heart. I know most of us, when we're planning to go on holidays, especially people who are single ladies or single men, when you're planning to go on holidays, sometimes you don't have the intention to find love whilst you are on holiday, but there are certain people that you meet on your way. If you don't be careful, if you don't protect your heart, you might fall in one of these traps. So listen to this video, then we'll be right back.
Thousands of women travel abroad every year looking for sun, sea and romance.
I thought he was one of the most beautiful men I'd ever seen in my life. Charismatic, he was charming.
I was attracted to his humour and his friendliness, but I was still very cautious that this is just a holiday romance.
Some of the men they meet spark instant attraction.
He was absolutely devastatingly handsome, I must admit.
But sometimes holiday relationships don't last.
I felt neglected, I felt suspicious that he's cheating.
And the man of your dreams can become your worst nightmare.
I got an email from this woman telling me that they were married.
These women have been left broken-hearted by accusations of bigamy.
He had married a new wife. I could not believe it.
And have to fight for justice against the man they thought they knew.
He needs to be in prison.
So this is exactly to tell you that is not every smile that you meet during your holiday that are innocent. Because some of these smiles that you meet, some of these men or these women that you meet there during your holidays, those smiles they are giving you, they are traps. Some are even planned and some will really cost you everything. So after listening to this video, now I'm going to share with you a real life story of what really happens to this American lady who went on holiday and fell in love with this young man. And at the end of the day, this love turns into a heartbreaking scam. But before we dive into the real story, so if you're new here, welcome to this channel. My name is Maria, and in this channel, we break down real life stories, diaspora experiences, and lessons you can use to protect yourselves whilst living or traveling to abroad. So now let's dive into this story. This is a story of a 34-year-old American lady. So I will call her Sarah because she doesn't want me to reveal her name for confidentiality purpose, but she has consented for me to escalate this on social media to raise an awareness that if you're traveling to abroad for either holidays, festival, or just to enjoy yourself, that you have to stay alert because love scammers are everywhere, hunting for single women or single men. So Sarah left America and went to Africa. So during Christmas, Boxing Day, she was at the beach in this African country. She was just having a time of her life. And then just suddenly, when she was lying down on the beach, and then there comes this handsome prince, came to her. And he was charming, good looking, you name it, muscles, handsomes. I guess most of scammers comes with the looks too. When I said handsome, he was very, very handsome and very, very charming. He complimented Sarah how beautiful she looks and also offer her that I will show you around because Sarah has never been into that African country. So this young man by the name of, I will give him Alex. I will give him Alex's name as well, just to make the story look complete. So Alex offered to take Sarah around the country, showing her sightseeing everywhere, all those beautiful places. So he offered for free. He offered to guide her and also to make her feel safe. So even when they are on that sightseeing, exploring the African country, he continued praising, complimenting Sarah, how different she looks, how pretty she looks, that he feels like he has known Sarah for quite a while. So Sarah has just been taken aback with this Alex compliment, just praising her beauty, her politeness, everything about her he was just praising. So in the space of just 2 days, the two of them become inseparable. They will go out dancing, they will explore the island, they will explore all beautiful places. He's ready to go with her. And that is when Sarah finally admitted that she has fallen in love unexpectedly, but it felt very good and beautiful all to her. However, she didn't know that this is all just a plan. So when they were together, because Sarah went to Africa just for 2 weeks, so Alex is already aware that Sarah is only there for 2 weeks. And Alex have already showered a lot of love on Sarah. And Sarah has become deeply, deeply in love with him. And Alex is already aware that Sarah has madly fallen in love with him. So just on the 10th day, because Alex is aware that Sarah has limited time to go back to America, so he has to play his card. So now he came to her and started telling her very sad story. First, it came with a plan that, oh, my little sister is currently lying at the hospital. He's very, very unwell. I've spent all the money I have with me to look after her at the hospital. Now my rent is due. I don't have money to pay my rent. And if I don't pay this money by tomorrow, they're going to evict me and I will lose my home. And to Sarah, she believed him because he has never asked her for money since they were moving around, going from one place to another. He has never asked for any single penny. So she believed him that, yes, it is true. Immediately, she asked him, how much was it? And then he said, it's $1,000. And immediately, without wasting time, she just counted the money and handed it to him. He said, you need to go now, and go and pay for that rent before they evict you. First, she offered to go with him, but he denied. Said, no, I want you to stay home and relax. I'll come later. I'll come in the evening. So I don't want you to get tired or exhausted because we've been around whole day today. And she believed him and she stayed there and waiting for him. So he went with the money. And then he came back later and stayed with her until the end of her holidays. So he even went and drop her to the airport. They've already exchanged numbers, how they will communicate, via emails or via telephone. So Sarah then traveled to America. So in America, they've been calling each other, sometimes on video calls, sometimes FaceTimes, you name it. And then 1 month passed, then 2 months passed, then just 3rd month after Sarah went back to America, and Alex have never asked any penny of her. So this time around, he now came to Sarah and said, oh, Sarah, I'm so sorry to tell you, you know, they've already evicted me. They evicted me in the house just last month. Now I'm just sleeping from one friend to another. Even my mom's house is not suitable for me to stay there. As you know, there are no rooms, there are no space, and I can't go there and live with my mom. I don't have a place to stay. I don't have anywhere to sleep. They've already evicted me. And then Sarah asked him, he said, how come? How come they evicted you? I thought we paid the rent. He said, yes, the rent we paid before. It's only for 1 month. And then Sarah said, why didn't you tell me before? He said, because I don't want to ask you more, because you've already done well for me. You've already given me that 1,000 before, which is more than okay. So I don't want to trouble you. And then Sarah said, no. You know, we are all together now. We are all together in this. Don't hide anything from me. So what is the plan now? What do you want to do now that you are just living from one friend to another? What is your aim? Do you want to find another place so I can pay for it? And then Alex said, I'm just really tired of living from one rent to another. I just want a place of my own. A place where even when you're traveling, maybe your next holiday, you will come and meet me rather than staying in a hotel, somewhere where the two of us can live together. So what about if we buy a land or buy a house so that when you're coming for your next holiday, you don't need to stay in hotels anymore. We can all live together here as one. Maybe we can even plan our wedding. It mentioned wedding. And Sarah, when she heard that word about wedding, and then she said, oh, this man is serious about me. This man is really in love with me. This man wanted to marry me. That is, she's just talking to herself. That's how happy she felt. So because she has already seen the future, he has already put her in his future for being his wife. And that has already changed everything, how Sarah now think about Alex. So then Sarah said, okay, find the land, or if it's a house, find the house, we can purchase that. Alex said, you know what, say let's build the house gradually. We can purchase a land and then we can build the house of our dream. Sarah was in agreement, so she was just sending the money. Every month, Sarah was sending money. Alex to buy the land, to start building the house. Every day he's been updating her, and she is just sending money every month. And it is true. Alex was building the house because he was showing her the example, the pictures of the house. He's updating because they are doing video calls when he's there, when he's talking to the workers, which is absolutely true. So just within 1 year, the house was completely finished. So then Sarah decided to come and visit. That is after 1 year, 6 months since our last visit to this African country. So when Sarah decided to come, and she informed Alex that she's on her way, she's coming. First, Alex was taken aback. Alex was trying to discourage her not to come yet, maybe wait a little time, giving from one excuses to other, say, oh, I need to go to the villaging country, I need to go and buy my business. Because Alex is doing trade from neighboring countries, so he'll go and buy goods and bring them to his own country. Say, no, I won't be around. I'm going to this neighboring country. Goods are already waiting for me, so I need to go there and take them. So it's just from one excuses to another so that Sarah will delay. Then it took 2 years, and Alex is still giving the same excuses, delaying Sarah for not coming. So Sarah has to take it upon herself, because even the contact started lessening. Before, they used to contact each other every single day, doing video calls. So the video calls have already cut off. Now, no more video calls. It's more on telephone calls. And the calls started going gradually every other day, then every after 3 days, then every week. So the call started extending. And sometimes when she tried to call him, it doesn't even bother to pick, or neither returned her call back. So Sarah started getting concerned. What is happening? What is going on? So she decided to visit him unannounced. So when Sarah came, she first went to Alex's old apartment where he was living before, where he said they evicted him, because she doesn't know where the new house is. So thinking that if you go to the whole house, maybe they will direct her where Alex is. So when she went there, she meets the tenants, the people who are living in the house, and ask about Alex. Then they said, no, Alex has left this house long time ago because he has already built his own house. And then he said, I thought they evicted him. They said, no, they never evicted him. He left as soon as he completed his building. So that is one red flag. So then he asked them, he said, do you know where the house is? Because they know her. They seen the two of them together when Alex was bringing her to the house. So they took her to where Alex's new house is. So she went there, knocked the door. A lady came and opened the door. And the lady started asking Sarah, who are you? Why are you here? Who do you want to see? And then Sarah said, yes, I came to see Alex. Is this where Alex is living? And the lady said, yes, of course, this is Alex's house, and I'm his wife. Is there anything I can help you with? Where Sarah was standing, she was shocked. He said, what did he just said? Are you the wife of Alex? And then she said, yes, I'm the wife of Alex. Is there anything, has anything wrong to him? He said, no, my name is Sarah. Is Alex around? He said, no, he just went out. He's not around. And then Sarah said, I just came all the way to America. At the moment, I'm very, very exhausted. Is it okay if I stay in and wait for him to come? I really need to see him. And the wife of Alex, because she heard that she's from America, she was hoping to receive her. So she welcomed her to the home. They went to the living room, offered her some drink and everything, waiting for Alex to come. And then there our Alex came. Alex came and saw her sitting in the sofa in his living room. This is the shocking time of his life. He was shocked. He just opened his mouth watching her. And then after watching her and then came to his senses and now asked her, what are you doing here? Why didn't you tell me that you're coming? I should have go and pick you at the airport. You should have let me know that you're coming so that I will prepare. And then Sarah said, no, you don't need to worry. I know my ways around, so I don't need to tell you because you are a very busy man. You told me you've been going out and around getting your business, so I don't want to disturb you. That's why I came on my own. And actually, I've met your wife. Your wife has already welcomed me warmly. And Alex was shocked. So what Alex did first, Alex asked the wife for the wife to excuse them so that they can talk. And then Sarah said, no, she doesn't need to go anywhere. Either you tell her or I tell her. She needs to know. So, and then the other wife, the other lady was very, very confused. So let me give her a name. What name should I give? I'll give her Zainab. I'll give her the name Zainab. So to Zainab was very, very confused and said, what is going on? What is wrong? What is happening? What do you need to tell me? Both of you, what do you need to tell me? What is going on here? And then Sarah turned to her. He said, do you know that this man has scammed me? Do you know that this house you're living in is my house? I've been sending money to Alex every month to build this house. And he promised me that he's going to marry me. This will be our dream house. That is, anytime I come for visit, so this is where we'll be staying until I go back to America. That my next come, we'll be planning our marriage. So he didn't tell you. And then Zainab turned to Alex and said, Alex, is this true? To my surprise, fear scammers, they know how to play their game. Do you know what Alex replied? Alex turned to Sarah. He said, really? Show me the paper of the house, or show me the receipt that you've been sending me money from. Show me the evidence that this is your house. Just show me. I built this house with my hand sweat. Nothing is there. I've never known you. You're just a one-night stand. Where is the evidence that this is your house? Where is your papers? Where is the house papers? What can you claim that this is your house? Show me the proof. Show me your evidence. Where Sarah was sitting, she was just shocked. She doesn't even know what to say. Alex was just going on and on and on, reassuring Zainab now. Zainab, don't listen to her. These are scammers. These are the ones that will scam. Sarah went and reported him to the police. That was when Alex now brought all the paperwork and everything and showed the evidence. So she was using her life-saving money, sending to Alex to build that house. And now the police at the station turned to Sarah and say, I'm sorry, when we look at all the documents of the house as well as the land, it's Alex's name we're seeing here. There's nothing that stated Sarah here. So I'm sorry to say the house and the land belongs to Alex because he was the one that went and registered the house and registered the land at the beginning. So it's his property. So why are you claiming it? So he said, oh, I've been sending money. He said, where is the receipt? Where is the evidence? She couldn't prove it. She couldn't prove any evidence. So that's the end of Sarah. That is how Sarah got scammed with her life savings. The money has gone. The house has gone. Alex has gone. At the end of the day, she has to book a flight back to America with a broken heart. So all in all, our holiday romance was a big holiday scam. Scammed all her savings, all her life savings. Now she went back to America with empty-handed. No husband, no home, and no savings. She has to start afresh. So what is the lesson learned here? Number one is scammers always target tourists, especially when you arrived in a country where you never know anyone. So where are these scammers targeting tourists? Mostly is around festivals, like when you're having festival parties or the beach area. Maybe you just go there to relax, lying down, sunbathing. that is when they will come to you with their charms. Or sometimes when you're going for events, maybe parties or shows, you're trying to have a good time, good life, that is when they will come and target you. And scammer knows stories. They know if you're new in the area, they know you well. So they have already planned what they will say. They've already planned what they're going to do. So they will target you and giving you the sweet. They will tell you everything that you need to hear. Love story that you need to hear. Compliments that you need to hear. So those are the tactics they will use to come for you. And then secondly, they will now study you. They will study you well, to know who you are. They will know what to say. They will know how to act. And also they will mirror your emotions. So after they've already studied you, they know your emotions. They know everything about you. And this is where the third part will come now. They will start using emotional manipulation towards you. Now, when they know that you're ready into them, they will now start telling you sad story with soft voice. And then they will come with that emotional manipulation. Oh, I know you're the only one who can help me. I've tried everywhere else. Nobody wants to help me. I know you are a very strong lady. And then they'll start praising you, what the kind person you are, and that you are the only person in the world that can help them. So the fourth one I will tell you now is, because obviously after they've already used that emotional blackmail, telling you all this sad story, oh, you are the only one who will help me, you're kind-hearted and you will help me. What will come next is asking for money. So never give money to somebody that you just meet abroad. You don't know them, you just met them there. You are thinking that is a love relationship or a love romance. That is not a love romance. That is a love romance scam. Because a real relationship will never ask for money. Just when you are 1 or 2 weeks in your relationship, they start asking for money. No, a real relationship doesn't ask for money when you just started dating. So number 5 lesson learned is always protect your heart and your wallet, especially during holiday. When you are on holiday, enjoy yourself, but always make sure that you stay alert. Not every romance is real. I know holidays romance can be very, very sweet, very exciting, as well as very, very magical, but also it can be very, very dangerous. So be careful with whom you fall in love with, especially whilst in abroad. Because scammers can wear a very beautiful face, very beautiful dressing, and they can present very handsome, everything you would think of as a person. They has it all. But be very careful, because when they notice that you are already hell over heels in love with them, that is when they will show their true color. That is when they will scam you. So there is a lot of stories going on social media now. This is just an eye-opener of something that really happened to someone, because we've heard a lot of these similar stories. Some of them, it's not just money scamming. There are a lot of these our African men who went to Africa. Some of them are already married here, but they will go to Africa for holidays, and then they will meet these young girls. And then these young girls, as pretty as they are, they will make sure that they will become pregnant, even if it's just one night stand you have with them. They will become pregnant, and then they will just wait for you. When you travel to abroad, that is when they will now tell you, oh, I'm pregnant for you. And there is no choice. You have to be responsible for that pregnancy. You have to be sending money for that pregnancy. And sometimes some of these men will go there. Maybe the ladies are already in another relationship. So that money that you were sending to sponsor the baby, she will be using it for the baby and also another relationship. So a lot of these things are happening. So be careful. When you're traveling to abroad for holidays, please be careful, be mindful to whom you date. Scammers will come and charm you. Despite you're not there for any relationship. Sometimes you will go there, you're not even thinking of going for any relationship. You're only there maybe to have a restful times, because when we are in abroad, it's just busy. You're just running around. Everything is just fast forward. So you just want that relaxing time. That's why you're going to these places, to have that simple, restful life. And then when you go there, that is when the scammers will now start hunting for you, because they want what is in your wallet. All they come to you, all those charms and everything, is your wallet they want. And they will finish all that your wallet. That's how scammers play. So be mindful and be careful when you go on holidays. So if you want to hear more stories about this, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and as well as don't forget to turn on the notification button so that you won't miss out on the next upload. I will see you on the next